Responsibility, what's that? Responsibility, not quite yet. Responsibility, what's that? I don't wanna think about it. We'll be there, I'll put out here.
Alex, 7 o'clock, time to get up to school. Alex, it is 7:30. You're going to be late for school. Let's go.
Have you ever pulled an Alex? You know, messed up and then blamed it on someone else? Like your mom or your little brother.
Why didn't you wake me up earlier?
Did wake you up earlier.
Yeah, you know how I was late to class the other day? Because I was trying to beat my high score at that video game that shall go unnamed.
Yeah?
Yeah, I blamed that on you. Just kidding, but I wouldn't put it past me. See, when things aren't going well, we tend to make excuses or look for someone else to blame. This may make us feel better at the time.
You believe in me, that's all I ever need. No, nothing's gonna stop it. Nothing will scare me. Oh no. Hey, baby, it's the only way out. Oh, little darling, come on, what's it all about?
Then you be motivated to think creatively about what to do differently next time. People who take responsibility for their actions are better able to learn and grow from their mistakes, so they improve and become more successful.
Now back to our example. What if...
Hey, what's going on? Everything's getting all fuzzy.
Yes, this is Alex Mendez.
This is Valerie Valero at KTME Radio. Congratulations! You've just won our $1 million Don't Be Late sweepstakes. All you have to do is be at our studio at 6 a.m. sharp tomorrow morning, and the money is yours. Remember, don't be late or you lose the entire prize. Have a good night's sleep, Mr. Mendez.
6 o'clock, school 5 o'clock. That should do it.
Like we said, when we accept responsibility for the consequences in our lives, we get very creative about making good decisions.
We spend way too much time making excuses. What's the opposite of an excuse? It's taking responsibility. When we take responsibility, we gain the power to do or act. When we take responsibility, we say, we're going to make something happen. We're going to change if change is what's necessary. We're going to fix it when there are problems. We're going to have responsibility. And when we have responsibility for something, we have much more control over it. And our actions have a much greater impact. So the key is to take responsibility.
Having been raised by my grandmother, and then at 6 years old being separated from my grandmother, being moved to Milwaukee and suddenly in a foreign environment for myself, I remember walking into that new space and recognizing that in many ways I was alone, which is a terrible feeling if you're 6 years old. But I have always had the deep understanding for myself that if anything was going to move forward in my life, that I was going to have to be responsible for making that happen. And I know that to be true now and can articulate it as you are responsible for your life. And if you're sitting around waiting on somebody to save you, to fix you, to even help you, you are wasting your time, because only you have the power to take responsibility to move your life forward. And the sooner you get that, the sooner your life gets into gear. This is what I know from doing 25 years and thousands of interviews on The Oprah Show. It does not matter where you come from. I have seen people come out of the desert, walk across the desert, being born in the most dire of circumstances. Doesn't matter what your mama did, whether she did or had a PhD or no D. What matters is now, this moment, and your willingness to see this moment for what it is, accept it, forgive the past, take responsibility, and move forward.